y'all, it's Chloe and we're back with another video. This is a Married at First Sight review, season 17, episode 9, and the couples are giving exactly what I thought they would give. Nothing, okay? We don't have a successful couple coming out of this at all. I thought it was going to be Becca and Austin, but I'm starting to lean towards the divorce side for them too, okay? So let's just go ahead and get into this review. But before we do, I need you guys to do me a favor. If this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video on through, and if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Let's just go ahead and get into it. So Brennan decided that he was going to move in with Emily after, you know, Pastor Cal kind of convinced them that it was the right thing to do because he felt inspired, you know? And like y'all know, the other two couples moved in, so I'm not even about to dwell on it, all right? So Emily goes to talk to her friend, and she's telling her that her and Brian are really aligned on a lot of things, okay? She was talking about how on a honeymoon, it seemed like everything was going great. Like they had chemistry, everything was going good, and then somewhere towards the end, he just switched up on her. And he won't really open up in front of the cameras. So I'm like, so is he opening up behind the cameras since he won't do it in front of the cameras? Like, what's tea? What's happening? Like, do y'all got a secret relationship we don't know about? But I really feel like he's just playing with her. And he's making it seem like it's the cameras when in all actuality it's not. And I really feel bad because she's so hopeful. And I'm just saying, like, who's going to tell her? Who's going to tell her that she needs to give up hope? So Claire's going to go visit Cam at work, and she's going to bring him lunch. Now, I don't know what he does, okay? Something with these bikes. And he made it sound like, you know, it's a specialty, okay? I was like, fixing the bikes is a specialty? I don't know. It seemed like it was big business. If somebody could explain to me what he do with them bikes down below, because he made it seem like he's the #1 guy in his field, okay? And overall, I thought that the whole interaction was cute. I think it was a nice gesture for her to come stop by, see what he does, and, you know, have a little lunch with him. I thought it was cute. It gives hope. We know it's not going to work, but it gives a little hope. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Becca brings Austin to meet her friends. It's her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, that's probably not her style of happy birthday. Anyway, y'all, they start talking, and of course they bring up this religion aspect, okay? And how they don't have the same religion. This conversation keeps being brought up. This is why I'm starting to be like, this couple's not going to make it. And then Becca talks about the fact that they're not having sex, okay? And it's because he wants to take it slow. And I was like, I don't know. It's giving red flags to me. It's giving red flags to me. So when he gets up and leaves the table, they're like, oh my God, we like him. That whole Jesus thing is not even that important. And I'm like, See, I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. And then they asked her, like, so is it an issue that he's not trying to, you know, bang you out? And she's like, you know, I'm so used to guys, you know, trying to jump my bones, like, as soon as we meet. So it's it's definitely something different. It's definitely something different. I'm like, if he's not trying to jump your bones and you're giving it to him, I'm just going to say he's probably not that into you. That's what I'm going to say. I mean, it could be maybe he's growing stronger in his faith and he wants to, you know, I can't even stay away from marriage because they are already married. So what are we taking it slow for? I don't know. I'm just saying, it's giving he's not really attracted to her the way he says he is if he's not even trying to make a pass at her. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. So now Emily done moved her whole apartment into this apartment. And I felt bad because I was like, Emily, girl, this man's not even about to stay here the full 8 weeks. It's only 8 weeks. Take some of that stuff back home. You bringing too many things, okay? He's looking at her getting overwhelmed, and he won't even help her. The poor girl went downstairs like 12 times, okay, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and he didn't even help her. He didn't even offer to help her. I was like, yeah, he don't like her. I've had men on the street offer to help me, and he sat there and looked at her, okay? Then he was like, can I have this little part in the closet with his 5 pairs of jeans and his 2 shirts? He's not staying. Just letting y'all know, he's not staying. Then he got this nerve to talk about divorce isn't really the option, so I don't know what to do. Child, you're going to get divorced. I don't even know why you trying to play this game. Then they talk about how he's taking hour-long showers because he needs to process. Y'all know what he doing in that shower for an hour. Processing, all right. Okay. So why is Orion on my screen? Somebody explain to me why he popped up, because I was like, I thought we was done with him last week, because what's this really about? So then Lauren came up there on the screen with her silk press, and I was like, yes, it's giving flow, it's giving body. It was cute. I love that for her, okay? And I really don't care what he had to say. But he did say that he had genuine feelings for her and he's not trying to get into another relationship because he's really hurt. And I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it for what you said, and that's just going to be that on that, right? She said she's hurt. She understands how he feels, okay, which is my thing. She definitely, you know, she gets it. Lauren gets it. It's not like she doesn't get it. It's just that he can't move past it, okay? And she was talking about how she kept wanting to make it work. And unfortunately, he was just stuck on the fact that we can't make this work. And it just is what it is, all right? But when her friend was up there, I don't know if that was her friend or her family member, cousin, sister, auntie, I don't know. But she told her, she said, at the end of the day, you're still a batch, okay? And you still got money, and you still gonna go on these trips, and it doesn't matter what he says about you. She said, it's definitely him, it's not you, and let him know it's him. And hopefully you never have to see his ass again. I said, okay now, cousin, sister, auntie, whoever you is, girl, give it to him. Because I was here for it. I was definitely here for it. Because y'all know I don't like Orion. And it ain't nothing anybody can come in my comments and say. Because I know I be seeing y'all trying to sneak it in and tell something. No, because Chloe, no, I don't hear it. I don't want to hear it, okay? You have your opinion, I have mine. So Brennan and Emily go wig shopping because that's going to be their theme for the party. You know, they're going to have different personalities or whatever they buy these wigs. And for once the man act like he didn't hate her guts, okay? He was laughing with her and smiling and stuff. And I was like, oh, look at them looking like maybe this could work or whatever, okay? He says that he happy he did move in because if they would have spent more time apart, it would not have been good. And I was like, duh. I don't know what math you was working out in your brain when you thought not moving in was going to make things better. Like, I'm just saying. But here we are, both of them allegedly feeling hopeful. Now, I don't think he really feel hopeful, but I'm just going to have to go with what he said. Cam and Claire are doing a cup party, so that's when you bring anything except for a cup to drink out of, okay? And he came in and he ain't got no food. So Claire was like, where's the food? And he was like, oh, I'm gonna get the food. And she was like, no, I'm trying to figure out, like, why would you come in here without the food? Okay, but he's so worried about the daggone balloon she blowing up. And I was like, sir, you scared of balloons? Why you keep backing up like that? What's the issue? Okay. So she basically forces him to go buy the food. And while they talking, he's telling her, like, none of his friends is coming. Nobody's coming? Not a sister, a brother, uncle, a cousin, a best friend, a dog. No, nobody's coming. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be pissed off because now I feel like you're not taking this process as serious as this process should be taken, okay? Because you ain't got nobody coming. And that seems like a red flag. He said his friends was getting ready for a trip. All your friends was getting ready for the trip? I guess, if you say so. And then he ends up ordering the food because she pressured him into ordering it, and now the food won't be cold and it's not going to be good. It's going to be basically stale by the time the guests arrive. And that's all her fault. Nobody's fault but hers, okay? So over at Austin and Becca's house, you know, Austin is asking her friends, like, you know, what should I do to avoid becoming an ex? What's her exes like? Okay, what should I not do? And they basically told him, like, just communicate. And that's a very, very important step in any type of relationship, okay? So while Becca is talking to Austin's friends, and she's telling him, like, you know, how they are, like, great together, and he's also good at making out. And I was like, girl, I don't think he wanted to know all of that, okay? I will say this, I like Austin's friend. He was really, really nice. Like, he just seemed so genuine. And the fact that he's Austin's friend speaks a lot of values for Austin. Just the way he handled Becca just made me look at him like, if his friend is a reflection of him, then I like it. I like it a lot. He's basically telling her he's trying to understand where this big religion issue is coming from because he's been friends with him for almost 14 years and it's never been that big of a deal. Not only that, but him himself is an atheist. So he's like, I don't know if it's really that big of a deal. But maybe he's starting to think of it in a different way and what religion looks like in a marriage. And I say that because when you guys, like I said last time, when you have children, there's certain things that you have to be aligned on, okay? And it's okay to have values and morals. But at the end of the day, are we taking our children to church, okay? Are we teaching them who Jesus is or who Allah is or whoever, you know, people, Buddhist is? Are we teaching them those teachings? Are we, you know, praying over the food? Like, what structure do you put in your place at home? And when you have two people who have two totally different beliefs, that could get sticky. That could get sticky. Because where is the medium? Where is the medium? I think that may be why this conversation keeps coming up. And I hate the fact that everybody's like, oh, you have time to think about it. You have time to talk about it. You have time, you have time, you have time. And it's like, when's going to be the time? When we have kids and then we're getting divorced? Or is this something that we should really talk about now and kind of come to a resolve now so in the future we don't even have to worry about this? I don't know. I just feel like certain things don't need to be compromised and certain things don't need to be pushed to the side. And when it comes to religion, that's not one of them. So back over there at Emily and Brennan's house, okay, her friends come over and I'm going to have to say this. Emily, you're not making it easy for Brennan and your friends, okay? You're not making it easy for them to like him. Maybe you don't want them to like him. Because why would you bring up the fact that he didn't help you move none of your stuff in? Why would you do that? Like, you know that that's going to be an issue, okay? You know they're going to be looking for all the things because you done basically told him that he's a piece of shit and he's not really trying. So, of course, when they all break off and he goes to go talk to her friends, Pink Wig is sitting there like, you know, why did you do this? Like, she came in ready. Like, so why did you do this? And he was like, well, I felt like something was missing. You know, I needed a partner to enjoy my life with. He clearly answered the question, okay? And she was like, I feel like Emily has been a backbone for you and you haven't been that for her. He says, well, you know what? I'm naturally a giver and I do plan on being that for her, this, that, and other. Green Wig was like, well, since you a giver, how come you ain't help her move in? And he was like, well, in real life. And they was like, hold up, what you mean in real life? This is real life. This not for play. Emily's not for play. That's my best friend. Okay, and you going to treat her right. And you going to treat her right. That's when everything went downhill. And that's what got my wheels turning in my head because it makes me believe that Brennan really don't see this as a real thing. He sees this as an 8-week experiment that he's going to go through, get a divorce, and go on with his life. Because what do you mean in real life, sir? What do you mean? And so they start going back and forth because now they want to bring up the fact that he didn't help her, you know, he didn't help her set up the food and get the food out the oven. He's like, I did get the food out the oven. I felt at that point they was just reaching for stuff. It's like she told them. It feels like Emily, you know, vented to them and then they went and started attacking that man. And I felt like it was inappropriate and they overstepped their boundaries. Do I understand it? Absolutely. Do I condone it? No. I don't think it was necessary because they honestly was working things out on their own. And the way them two attacked him could have caused him to shut down even more. Because he was clearly answering the questions that, you know, they were asking. That's why he was like, what answer are you looking for? Because I already told you that I got married because, you know, I was missing something in my life. I wanted somebody to share my life with and things like that. So then they was like, okay, well, okay. And I'm like, he said that though. Why y'all act like he didn't say? I don't know what was happening. This homegirl in the pink wig came in ready to fight. Okay, she had no intention on having a conversation with Brennan. She came in on attack mode and she was going to get him all the way together for treating her friend a certain kind of way. That's what this was about. Do I get it? Yes. Did she overstep her boundaries? Yes. So Claire's apologizing to Cam because now the food's still old, but they're going to eat it anyway. And come to find out that Claire's friends are therapists, okay? So he's about to be surrounded by therapists. You already know that something's off about Cam. Something's completely off about him, and I don't like the feeling that I get after I watch this episode about him, okay? So when Claire's friend came in or whatever the case may be, you know, they were just making a joke. Claire was like, you know, he was saying he was scared because he's about to be around 3 therapists. And he's like, I didn't say that. So then as a joke, you know, because they was talking about therapists or whatever, she was like, so what's your relationship like with your dad? Ha, 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 ha. And he was like distant. And then it was like, oh, okay. So how does he feel about this, you know, process? Oh, he doesn't know. And it was like, oh, he doesn't know? And then he was like, no, he's on his deathbed. What do you think I should tell him? Whoa, sir. Hold up. Bring it back. Because for one, we was just kind of joking a little bit. And then for two, why you so abrasive and so aggressive about, you know, telling us that your father on his deathbed like we knew? We didn't know. We were just having small talk. And it's something about Cam I don't like. He really killed the vibe. And I can understand that, you know, and I understand that that's probably a touchy topic, but it was way from left field. It was definitely from left field because we were sitting there like, we didn't expect that. I thought we was just gonna be joking, ha 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 ha, and then you done got real aggressive on us, and your father's on his deathbed, and now we don't know what to say because we didn't know that's the direction that this conversation was about to go, you know. And I'm with Claire on this because she's like, why wouldn't he tell me that? And I'm like, y'all done went through the honeymoon, gotten married, a reception, everything, moved in, and he didn't tell you that his father was on his deathbed. Cam moving funny, and I don't like it. Something about them Cams. Cam on Married at First Sight, and Cam on Make a Move. Moving funny. So now the rest of Claire's friends come, and, he's getting testy over, strawberry margaritas. And I'm like, Cam, calm down. Like, I don't know what's going on, okay? They was asking him about how he deals with her emotions, and he was like, kind of just like, get standoffish when it comes to her emotions. Throw the man away. Throw the man away. What do you mean you get standoffish and then you come back later? I don't understand this. Like, where did they find these people? Specifically the men. Where did they find them? Okay, so then they asked Cam, does he regret this? And he was like, I'll say this. I wouldn't do it again, but I'm glad that I did it. No, sir. No, sir. That wasn't the question. Do you regret getting married at first sight? Nobody asked you what you would do again. Is you happy you did it? No. You didn't answer the question. The question was, do you regret this process? It's giving yes, especially for the simple fact that you would not do it again. After listening to Cam and Claire talk to their friends, talk to her friends, I should say, I just realized that they are both completely lost, okay? He doesn't really know how to open up. He doesn't know how to express his emotions. Claire just seems all over the place. Like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. Nope. And the simple fact that the religion conversation keeps coming back up, once again, like I said, they might as well go ahead and get divorced and stop wasting our time. Just go ahead and get divorced, stop wasting our time, because there's no way this is going to work. I guess it's safe to say that Becca and Austin had the best housewarming. And I'm just going to say this. She wants to jump his bones. And I'm going to wait until she gets frustrated enough and start yelling into the camera that is something wrong with him, because why doesn't he want to touch her? Why doesn't he want to be intimate with her? Why doesn't he want, is he not attracted to her? She's going to get frustrated enough and she's going to go on a rampage, because it ain't but so much she can take, because she's talking about building that intimacy and, he still wants to take it slow. She's going to get frustrated. It seems like that's the same kind of issue that Cam is having with Claire. Because when they were talking and she was telling him, like, I would have really liked for you to tell me about your father. And he was like, well, she asked. And she was like, well, I asked too. And then they showed us the flashback. She did ask. And he was like, we're just going to have another ceremony. So, yeah, no, Cam, you don't get to just gloss over it like it's nothing. And that's exactly what he did. I think that he's over this, especially because she's not affectionate. He doesn't see her as a romantic partner at all. And that's because she gives him no affection. And he seems like the type that really wants it, because he was like, there's no intimacy. And I was like, that's what it is. If she would just open up a little bit more and really embrace him, then maybe he will give her what she's looking for. And then they both could be happy. But at this moment, it's not going to work out. Brennan told Emily that he was attacked, because he was. And I was happy with Emily's response, because she apologized on behalf of her friends, because she also knows that she sparked the match, okay? She did that. And it's the simple fact that she said, I wouldn't have liked if your friends did that to me. That made me really realize, like, you're right. You absolutely right. Because if his friends would have talked to him, if his friends would have talked to her like that, we would have been up on an uproar. Like, don't talk to nobody like that. So I get it. And I'm happy that she was mature enough to, apologize. And I like the fact that he didn't take it out on her. And really, blame her, even though he could have. He didn't. I thought that was mature of them. I like that for both of them, okay? Maybe there is some hope. Not really, but just to say it. And that's what happened. So I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Now, I don't know why in the preview I'm saying Orion and Lauren again. Hang it up. Hang it up. Do not stretch this out for the whole season. He don't want to be a part of this process. He want a divorce, get a divorce, and move on. I do not want this to drag on and on and on and on and on, because that's all he wants is camera time, and he don't deserve a check for every episode that he is in. Point blank, period. Okay? With that being said, go ahead, like the video. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you was thinking. If you don't have nothing to comment, drop me some yellow hearts and let me know you was here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. With all that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.